What's good, YouTubers and YouTubettes? This is JBsports, back again with another one. I'm gonna give you an update on the soap opera called As the Fight Turns, starring Spence Jr. and Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford here recently has been pitching a fit. He said he accepted the terms. He's waiting to hear back from the PBC. He's leaked out that he's getting 35% and no guarantee. He's making the PBC look bad, or he's attempting to make the PBC look bad. He's trying to make Al Haymon wear the black hat. People out here saying that he got a slave contract. Got reports out here saying that he wants approval over the finances involving Spence Jr. versus Terrence Crawford. And he's basically not happy with the contract, but he's accepted the contract. So basically what I'm surmising what's going on is Terrence Crawford has agreed to terms, but he's not happy with the terms. And he wants to put it out on Front Street that he's not happy with the terms. He wants the PBC to look bad because he's not happy with the terms. But he has come to the realization that he must sign the contract. Because once you agree to terms, you got to sign the contract. You can talk about, hey, man, they're doing me dirty. Where my pen at? You know, they treat me like a slave. I feel like Kunta Kinte. Is this pen working? Sign the contract, Terrence Crawford. If you don't like the contract, don't sign the contract. There's an old saying, shit or get off the pot, Terrence Crawford. All this, what you've been doing in the last couple of days or the last week, complaining and trying to make the PBC look bad. We all know the end result is you're going to have to sign the contract so the fight can happen. You have nowhere to go. You can wait on the WBO, but Virgil Ortiz ain't finna fight you next. Jerome Boots Ennis ain't gonna fight you next. You're gonna fight some guy that's gonna bring you not even 1/3 of what you're gonna make fighting Errol Spence Jr. It missed me with that you ain't getting no guarantee, but you're trying to make the PBC look bad because you're not getting the guarantee that you want. And that's what this is all about. That's why when Errol Spence Jr. came out on Twitter and said the fight's happening next, and he ain't been commenting on what Terrence Crawford been leaking to Michael Compton and Lance Punchmine, because he know what time it is. And what's going on now is the lawyers are looking over the contract. And while they look over the contract, and this is a very complicated contract, Terrence Crawford is going to get it all out, get it all off his chest, that he's feeling some type of way, that he's not getting what he wants. He's used to getting the upfront money, huge upfront money with the Top Rank Boxing. You're not with Top Rank Boxing. You burn that bridge, and you're attempting to burn another bridge with the PBC if you're not careful. Sign the contract, Terrence Crawford, so we can make this fight happen, hopefully for November 19th, if not, early part of 2023. That's what's happening. Terrence Crawford had his panties in a bunch because he did agree to terms, but he's not happy with the terms, and he actually knows he don't have nowhere to go. So in a way, he's forced to sign a contract that he's not happy with, but he knows that this is a fight that he needs for his legacy. So until the contract is looked over and approved by the lawyers, he's going to try to make the PBC look as bad as he can make them look. And that's why all these reports have been coming out from Michael Compton, Lance Punchmine, Bernie the Boxer, and people like that, trying to make Al Haymon look like a slave master, when that's not the case. Because you have options. You cannot sign the contract and wait on the WBO mandatory. You're a guy that hasn't fought none this year. You're a guy that don't have a network. You're a guy that has one belt. The guy you fighting has 3 belts. You are the B side. You can't approve nothing. He has options. You have no options. You have one option, and that's the WBO mandatory. He's got options at 147 and 154. So we will see what happens, and we will see what transpires. The fight is happening next. The only thing that needs to be determined is, will it happen this year or next year? So we will see what happens, and we will see what transpires. Terrence Bud Crawford, find your pen and sign the contract, and quit trying to make the PBC look bad. Quit pitching the fits. You've got it all out your chest. You got it all off your chest. You felt you was treated bad in the negotiations. You feel that you're not getting your just due in the negotiations. You basically feel that you getting fucked with no Vaseline in the negotiations, and all that very well may be true, but you don't have an option. You don't have to sign a contract. You can just chill out and wait on the WBO to call it mandatory. Stand on principle and wait on the WBO mandatory. Your principal and wait on the WBO mandatory. But you did not choose to do that. You did agree to terms. But while they're finalizing the contract, you chose to go this route and make the PBC, who's putting on this event, look bad. So we will see what happens, and we will see what transpires. Follow me on Facebook, Gerard.Briscoe.3551. Like, share, and subscribe to JB Sports. The man, the myth, the legend. And I holla.